Hello, parents, and welcome to Parents Are Us. During this program, we will take you through the steps that are required to acquire your parenting license. A parenting license is very desired. Since 2015, the government has put the Parent Safety Act into effect, which requires all parents to have a parenting license. For the well-being of the child, all parents must take a test to get the license. A parenting license basically gives you the ability to raise a child. To do this, your skills as a parent will be tested by a test created by us and certified by the government.
Assessment of these skills will be in our parenting test that you will take after this video.
Okay, before we go too far, let's talk about the requirements for a parenting license. Firstly, you must be 25 years of age or above. This is the average age that a person becomes financially stable and able to raise a baby. This is very important so that you have enough money to buy everything the baby needs. Next, both parents must have at least a high school education, if not a college degree. A high school education basically gives you the basic mathematics, English skills that are required and helpful for applying to a job and getting a job. So, in addition, you both should have a basic understanding of how to pay taxes and, do your bills.
You might be wondering, how much money will I need to raise my baby and still care for my family? Well, luckily for you, we got you covered. On average, it costs $28,307 to raise a baby during its first year. This includes delivery of the baby, clothes, accessories, food, prenatal care for the mother, diapers, daycare, and medical checkups for the baby. However, this is not where the expenses end. The average rent in Fort Worth, Texas is around $12,540 a year. Heat is $697. Electricity is $1,648.68 a year. Air conditioning is $232 yearly. Food is $7,852 annually. Finally, life insurance is on average $12,000 a year for a $1 million life insurance plan, which we recommend. So, with everything added, it comes out to $63,276.68. The primary reason that the government requires parents to be at least 25 is because adults 20 through 24 only earn $52,156 a year. This is less than the bare minimum required to sustain for a year. This also leaves money to save for your child's college education.
During the second year, the baby costs less money. This is because you do not have to pay for the delivery of the baby. However, as they get older, they progressively cost more. This is because you have to pay more for healthcare, education, and you have to think about things like saving for their college.
Now that we have cost out of the way, we should talk about the different kinds of classes that we require in order to obtain your parenting license. All of these classes are of no charge to you, because at Parents Are Us, we believe that every parent should have an equal opportunity in raising a child. You are required to take at least 3 of the following classes: labor and birth, signs of labor, ways to deal with the pain of labor and childbirth, fundamentals for how to care for newborns, breastfeeding, baby CPR, and baby Heimlich. Our training facility is state-of-the-art, and our professionals are well-trained and patient.
Just like a driver's license, a parenting license can be revoked, and for a variety of reasons. This is a very serious problem, because it means that the child will no longer be in your custody. These reasons include, but are not limited to,
Becoming a sex offender, becoming a drug addict, being unable to care for your child, taking babies to places you shouldn't.
So what do you want?
I want a Coors Light.
Is that a baby, ma'am? You can't have a baby in here.
I don't have a baby, I'm sorry.
Where is your parenting license? If you don't get that baby out of here, that parenting license is going away.
Not paying for your baby's disabilities.
His son has Down syndrome, and later on it may cause Alzheimer's and leukemia. You will have to pay people for it.
My baby is fine. I don't need to pay for any kind of treatment. I'm done here.
16!
Yeah! Live while we young! First discover you are pregnant, you should get prenatal care. Doing this includes going to your obstetrician regularly, staying away from alcohol, taking prenatal vitamins that include folic acid to ensure that your baby is well nourished, although you should do this even before you are pregnant, eating a healthy diet, gaining a healthy amount of weight, exercising, getting a lot of sleep, managing stress levels, being informed, taking classes, and getting a few ultrasounds.
Want a beer?
I'm good. I'm pregnant. I'm trying to keep my baby healthy.
Sure about that.
I'm good. Oh, I'm so stressed out.
It's okay. I know that it's tough for you to have a baby, so I'm gonna help you around the house more.
Thank you.
Next, it's important to remember that some STDs can get passed on to children during childbirth. Before getting pregnant, try to be sure that you don't have gonorrhea, herpes, syphilis, NSU or NGU, AIDS, chlamydia, warts, or vaginitis. Remember, regular blood tests are required to make sure you and your baby do not have an STD. If you, or especially if your child has an STD, you must consult your doctor and learn how to best treat it. Most of these diseases can be treated, but some are permanent and even life-threatening, so treatment is crucial. For example, if your baby gets herpes from you, you have to pay for the necessary creams to stop the pain. Remember, without doing this, you can have your license revoked.
Your baby has herpes. You'll have to pay for a cream for it. Thank you very much.
Stay calm. Have your husband, family member, or neighbor drive you to the hospital and get a room. If you are taking classes,
Which are required.
to help control labor pains or have been taught breathing techniques, now is the time to use them. If the pain is still too great, you can always get an epidural. Once ready, push using the doctor, his staff, and your husband or relative to help coach you through it. If complications occur, let your doctor handle them without argument. While your doctor examines your child, you will most likely have to push out the placenta. If there are no life-threatening complications, then you may get to hold your child. Instead of having a vaginal birth, you may decide to have a C-section or have an emergency C-section.
Oh, wait.
Your water broke. We gotta get you to the hospital. Come on.
It's okay. Just push harder. I'm here for you, sister.
Ma'am, we can't have a normal birth.
Why can't I have a vaginal birth?
We're gonna have to have a C-section. Your baby is stuck in your vaginal section. Its shoulder is lodged there. We're gonna have to cut open your uterus and take the baby out like that.
I'm so happy to finally have my baby.
So am I. We're gonna be such great parents.
Finally, I should mention basic care and safety for your baby. These include, but are not limited to,
Changing your baby's diapers. Bathing your baby. Supporting your baby's neck. Keeping your baby away from sharp objects and choking hazards.
Feeding your baby. Make sure to take your baby's temperature regularly. Colds and flus affect the babies more than they would older people, and babies can't tell you that they're sick. Dressing your baby. Cleaning the umbilical cord is crucial so your baby doesn't get an infection. Wet a washcloth with warm water and clean it with soap and clean around it. Never pull the umbilical cord off the baby.
Finally, we have to remind all parents that getting their parenting license is important. It gives you the privilege and responsibility of taking care of a wonderful baby. Although we have not given you significant guidelines, you have to remember this is not all the challenges you will face as a parent.
It is a learning process that requires time to get good at. Everyone will make mistakes, but that is just part of the learning curve. You will now take a test that will give you the ability to bring happiness and responsibility into your life. Good luck.